Hello there, Grumpy Old Fart here. I'm doing a TV series review of one of the funniest series in the history of television, Saturday Night Live. Saturday Night Live is still going on. It started in 1975. That tells you how good it is. I got to be honest with you. I haven't watched it in a while. There's a reason, because they do a lot of political stuff. It's one thing to poke fun at a politician once in a while, but when it's all targeting Donald Trump, for example, you know, for made up bullshit, it's that's a whole different critter. But I'm talking about the Saturday Night Live from back in the day when it was actually funny. No television series has grabbed the public by the throat with more vigor than Saturday Night Live did. It's it's one of those series that I can't even say it's one of the series like, because there is no series like Saturday Night Live. I take that back. There was SCTV, and I'm going to do a video on them here in a minute. My contention is Saturday Night Live reached out, grabbed you by the throat, and made you laugh. You didn't have a choice. It was too freaking outlandish and outrageous not to laugh. A lot of people who didn't like it watched it because they wanted to see what was going to happen next. It's kind of like the what's his face, the movie Private Parts with I can't remember the radio guy, the shock jock. I can't remember his name, but anyway, the movie was Private Parts, and they said, well, what people who like him watch because they want to see what happens next. Well, what about the people who don't like him? They want to watch because to see what happens next. But my contention is that's why people watch this, because it was just so damn funny. When I was a kid, my brother's friend Alan told me about a comedy skit show on Saturday night that he thought I would like, and I was like, okay, whatever. I watched the first 5 minutes of it. At least I switched over and I caught it in the middle of the program. I watched the first 5 minutes, and man, I was hooked. The skit, this particular skit, and I cannot remember the name of it. I can't even tell you who was in it. The skit was a man and his family driving furiously. This dude's driving like crazy, and he was running out of time. I gotta get there. I gotta hurry. Basically what it boils down to is the father could only go to the bathroom at home, and he was rushing to get there. And the skit ended when they crashed in an alleyway, and he's like, honey, we're home. It was just hilarious. It grabbed your imagination. So many great skits. Rosanna, Land Shark, Samurai Night Fever. John Belushi playing the samurai. Chevy Chase doing the different presidents. I want to say it was Carter or Ford, whichever one it was, the accident-prone one. And at the beginning, it was always the same. Live from New York, it's Saturday night. They had some of the funniest people in the world on that show. They had some great comedians hosting because every week they'd have a different guest host, and some of the funniest people in the world hosted that. George Carlin hosted the first one. The immortal George Carlin. Anybody who watches his shit and didn't laugh there's something wrong. And they had some of the best musical guests ever. They had a band show up or a musical guest show up and play a set, and then at the end they'd play another set, and it was just brilliant. A lot of really great people were on there. As far as the cast goes, I like the older cast better, so I'm going to target them. But a lot of good ones over the years. The starting cast was Lorraine Newman, Chevy Chase, Jane Curtin, Gilda Radner, John Belushi, Dan Aykroyd, Garrett Morris, Bill Murray, Eddie Murphy, Joe Piscopo, Billy Crystal, Martin Short, John Lovitz, Dennis Miller, Nora Dunn, Phil Hartman, Dana Carvey, Jan Hooks, Mike Myers, Adam Sandler, the immortal Chris Farley, many others. It started out with the not ready for primetime players back in the day, and they kept changing as the cast changed over the years. The skits changed, and some of it was good, some of it was bad. Eddie Murphy was just brilliant in this. Between 1975 and 1990, this was the funniest thing on TV. After 1990, it kind of dropped a bit to merely being hilarious. I kind of likened it to you get used to that menu of filet mignon, and then suddenly it's changed to PB&J's. I like a good PB&J, but it's filling and it tastes good, but you notice the difference. You know what I'm saying? But again, if you get a chance, you can catch on some of the streaming services. You can catch some of the Saturday Night Live, the older stuff. Back in the day, that was freaking hilarious. The newer stuff is not bad. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just not as good, But if you get a chance to check it out, Saturday Night Live is probably one of the funniest things you'll ever see. You folks have a good day. God bless one and all.